Hi everyone, my name is Septika Vismasari from Indonesian Dental Hygiene Association. Today, I would like to present our paper entitled Factor Associated with Life Satisfaction Among People with Edentullism in Indonesia, a data analysis from the 5th Indonesian Family Life Survey or IFLS. Edentullism is a condition when people lose or their permanent teeth due to several causalities, such as accident, dental caries, and other cumulative oral disease throughout people's life. Edentullism is an irreversible condition and frequently happens to the elderly. This condition then affects other problems, including masticatory dysfunction, and lead to food choice alteration. As we know that the teeth have a function not only to eat and communicate, but also to impact aesthetic aspect. Then, being edentullism promotes speech difficulty and change of facial shape. Further, it can affect communication skill, aesthetic aspect, and self-esteem or confidence of people. All those aspects then will impact on how people experience life satisfaction. Edentullism has been observed to be associated with a significant decrease in quality of life and life satisfaction. It has been found to be correlated with socio-demographic aspects such as age, education level, and gender. Bad oral habit that triggers for many oral diseases such as caries and periodontal disease were also recorded. Moreover, edentullism was also studied to be associated with depression and dementia in the elderly. Low activity of daily living and socioeconomic were also considered. From literature review we conducted for this study, we found that most of the published studies only include people who age more than 60 years old or categorized as elderly. In addition, some of studies were not specified to fully edentullism. Some of subjects were partially edentullism and it may lead to bias. Moreover, studies especially in Indonesia were limited only in local and regional area, which might not representative enough compared with the national area of Indonesia. Therefore, this study was proposed to investigate the factor associated with life satisfaction among people with edentullism using national data from the Indonesian Family Life Survey or IFLS Wave 5. This research was a cross-sectional study utilizing secondary data obtained from the Indonesian Family Life Survey Wave 5. The IFLS 5 is a community survey conducted from 2014 to 2015 by R&D Corporation in collaboration with Lembaga Demografi Universitas Indonesia, University of California, and the Center of Population and Policy Study Universitas Gadjah Mada. The survey interviewed the household members selected by multi-stage stratified sampling. It represents 83% of the population, with a household response rate of over 90%. The questionnaire and procedure were reviewed and approved by Institutional Review Board at the RAND Corporation in the United States and Universitas Gadjah Mada in Indonesia. Written informed consent was obtained from all participants before conducting the interview. All personal records from participants were anonymous and confidential. For the detailed information about the study and accessible data, it can be obtained from their website. The variables in this analysis were made by observing the questionnaire of IFLS 5. Edentullism was determined with the question, have you loss of your teeth This question was utilized to select respondents who has experienced edentulism and had a complete interview. Life satisfaction was assessed with the question, "Please think about your life as a whole. How satisfied are you with it?" The initial response ranged from completely satisfied to not at all satisfied. Then it was modified to be the binomial category, which is satisfied and not satisfied. The next question concerned in assessing food consumption and healthcare. The original response ranged from less than adequate, just adequate, and more than adequate. Then it was dichotomized as adequate and not adequate. The same steps were applied to the rest of variables, including demographic, smoking habit, religiosity, and the presence of mood ulcer. For statistical analysis, we use descriptive statistics to describe the characteristic of participants. Chi-square test and Fisher-Exact test was used to assess the association between life satisfaction and independent variables in people with edentulism. And the last, the multivariate logistic regression analysis was run to identify the contributed factor to life satisfaction within the subject. For subject selection, we can see the result in this slide. More than 13,000 participants observed in the national survey. Edentulism was reported for 737 respondents. It is about 5.3% of sample. After excluding proxy respondents and those with incomplete data, 396 people were included for further analysis in this study. The age mean was 62 plus minus 10 and the age range from 40 to 94 years old. From this slide, we can see the characteristic of sample. The proportion of male and female was almost similar. Meanwhile, more than 60% of them were living with partner. Most of the sample were on age 50 to 79 years old, and most of them was having primary education level or equal with elementary school. Whereas over 90% of people was having Islam as their religion. In this sample, about 80% state that they feel satisfied with their life. The similar was found in those who have adequate concern to food consumption, and almost 70% have adequate concern to healthcare. Almost 100 people state that they feel religious, and over 50% was having good perception on their health. Almost half of sample was smoking, and only 50% of them experienced mood ulcer in the past 4 weeks. After doing bivariate analysis, we found that people's concern to food consumption and healthcare, religiosity, and health perception were found to significantly associate with life satisfaction among people in this study. Further, after found the significant factor in bivariate model, we tried to run the multivariate logistic regression to know which the most contributing factor to life satisfaction. The results show that health perception was significantly contributing to life satisfaction on people with edentulism. From this analysis, we know that the prevalence of edentulism in this population was 5.3%. This number is actually lower than the report from national survey conducted by Indonesian Ministry of Health. It is about 9.0%. However, in this study, we include people aged 40 years old and more. Meanwhile, the government report only the edentulism in elderly who age more than 65 years old. it affects to the number of people we calculate, result in a lower prevalence. In this study, the number of edentulism was mostly in age lies from 50 to 79 years old. These facts enhance the importance to put more attention on elderly's well-being as early as possible, considering that the current population of elderly is about 10% from total population. Perhaps it might improve their quality of life by maintaining their natural teeth as many as possible. It is not surprising that good health perception was strongly associated with life satisfaction. In this study, the people who thought they are healthy were likely to experience a higher life satisfaction. This finding is similar to a previous study that being edentulism was associated with a significant decrease in quality of life and life satisfaction. A study also reported that perceived health status was one of the strongest contributors to stress-related and elderly with edentulism. Health perception plays a key role on how people think and do for their life. Good health perception supports to have a good health behavior and vice versa. Another result from this study reveals that having a sufficient healthcare are useful for life satisfaction. Although in this study it is not statistically significant, the numbers show that those who had an adequate healthcare were likely to experience higher life satisfaction. These findings support previous study that life satisfaction was strongly associated with future healthcare status. People's ability to cope with their life change affect the way people feel through their lives. Believing that they have a good healthcare system assures them to feel more secure and comfortable. Therefore, developing healthcare system for the elderly may be important in order to increase the quality of life, especially to edentulous people. The next finding in the study is that food consumption was also potentially contribute to life satisfaction. This study showed that edentulous people who had an adequate food consumption were likely to experience 57% higher life satisfaction. Generally, edentulism promotes the alteration of food consumption due to the reduction of masticatory efficiency. The shortage of fiber and nutrition intake among edentulous people increase the risk of various systematic disease. Consequently, it leads to a change in life satisfaction. This condition is seemingly impossible to be avoided. However, it can be prevented as soon as possible by raising awareness and promoting good oral health behavior to the adult. Maintaining natural teeth is possible in this era. Some advanced dental treatments are more available. Hence, dental education should be more emphasized so that the awareness in the oral health can be achieved in community. The last finding in this study is about religiosity. It is considered as a mechanism function by the elderly. In this study, statistically, those who feel more religious tend to have 4 times higher life satisfaction than those who did not. Religiosity plays as an internal power that strengthens individuals to overcome negative feelings. It provides comfort that helping the elderly adapt to the change arising from the aging process. However, in this study, further analysis is needed to consider religiosity as a confounder variable. As we know in the beginning, that the sample were mostly taken Islam as their religion, and almost 100% was feel religious. so that the sample was tend to be homogeneous. Therefore, it might not sufficient enough for comparison tests in this study. As a secondary data analysis, there are some things to be noted as a limitation. First, the variables in this study is limited only to IFLS5, which taken in 2014. Therefore, an update on data analysis using recent data is needed. Further, in terms of generalization, this research excludes people who were not able to express themselves, so that the findings may be underestimated. In addition, this cross-sectional study design cannot explicitly imply causality, so that the result should not be over-interpreted. And lastly, in this study, we did not include other potential contributed variables, such as community participation, social support, and socio-economic factors. Hence, advanced analysis involving other potential variables is suggested. To sum up this presentation, it can be said that this study depicts the profile and factors related to life satisfaction among people with edentulism. Health perception was the strongest contributor, as it drives people to think positively. This study also identified that food consumption and healthcare concerns were potentially contributed. A future study on analyzing other explanatory variables and observing the effect in longitudinal study is suggested. This is the end of my presentation. Thank you very much for your kind attention.